And hello again, Internet. Well, here we are with day 3 of Final Fantasy via Origins, the PlayStation 1 version, as you saw by the title screen there. And again, I am running this via emulator, but if you look back on day 1, you will see I proved that I have the disc by booting it in an unmodified piece of PlayStation 2 hardware. Quote, unmodified, unquote. It does have the hard drive and the modem, but those are still considered unmodified. I did not bother hacking the PS2 because, quite frankly, I never needed to. There's enough good games for it. Hey, Shark! Let's go ahead and get it. That and, the whole mod chip thing, just not really my stuff. I have, in fact, never installed a mod chip on anything. Just, eh. At any rate, we are still trying to kill the vampire. This time, however, I'm going to... well, if I die here, if I get poisoned, I'm out. But, yeah, let's restart this. I'm pretty much going to go through this and ignore the chests my first time through. I mean, there's good stuff in there, but I should be able to kill the vampire. I should be able to kill the vampire without needing anything here. And, whoops, immediately go right back out. Great, fantastic, thank you, game. And from there, I can get the rod to come back in and deal with the lich. And by that point, oh my god, are you kidding? I plan on coming in with 99 heal potions. So, should be a little better off. No, I'm talking about modding hardware, not software. Oh, come on. Don't you dare poison me. Are you kidding? Come on, square reset. What's going on here? Why are you not working? There we go. I'm talking like putting a mod chip on a piece of hardware, like a PlayStation 2, whatever, so that you can play hacked or burned games. Yeah, there's enough games available that are cheap enough. Or you don't even have to buy that many. That's why I buy roleplay games. They take a long time to beat, usually. Alright, let's try that again. Do not get poisoned. I swear to God, if these is cobras again. Thank God. Okay, so we got a different table this time. Yeah, that's another thing. I wouldn't ever do that to the hardware, especially since... like, my PlayStation, I actually did have to send that in once to get the disk drive fixed. And I'm talking PlayStation 1. I had to do that from PlayStation 3 as well. Should do it for my new one, too. But even the PlayStation 1, Sony... and I mean, we're talking, this is well after PlayStation 2 was out. Before the PlayStation 3, though. And Sony was still able to go, yeah, go ahead and send it to us. Give us X money. We'll replace the drive on it. And, of course, they're going to open it up. They're going to see whether or not it's been modded. And modding it voids things. Which, okay, it's not exactly in warranty anymore anyway. But, whatever. And they actually sent the old disk drive back with it. That was awesome. They gave me the whole assembly, the old one and the new one. I kind of liked that. So again, first thing we're doing today is we're going to rush the vampire and hopefully manage to get out this time after killing it. So I can get some progress today. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that's the thing. Hardware fails. It just stop it. It just does. They don't last forever. Would you? Oh my God! Are you kidding? You just would not leave him alone. Bam! 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 Thief! 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 Why? Game! Are you serious today? So now you're frustrating me. Now you're pissing me off. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. You already made me lose on yesterday. Made me look bad. Oh, wow. That's pretty good of them. I know I had a red ring of death on my original Elite Xbox 360. And even though I didn't have, like, exactly when I bought it, it's like, yeah, you're within the warranty time on it, even if you bought it the day it came out. So just send it in, we'll replace it. Which they did. So yeah, I had, that's the thing too. People joked about the red rings of death on the Xbox 360 and how bad that system was. Yeah, I had a red ring of death. I also had my PS3 die on me. I have since had my Wii die on me completely. So nothing from that generation was any fucking good. So people who say that one is worse than the other, that might be. In my personal experience, having one of each of the consoles, all three of the fuckers died. But at least two of them I was able to repair and keep all my shit. Fuck you, Nintendo. And they don't even service it anymore. They don't care. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to heal. You were. Alright. Let's run from the poison. Remember that I'm not going to go looking for treasure right now. I just want the vampire. If I feel like I have enough resources on the way out, I can tag some treasure. Red ringing is not fun. I mean, it's never good to have your hardware die on you like that. Oh, and for the record, my Dreamcast also had issues. So, yeah. There is no perfect hardware. Am I going the wrong way? I think I am going the wrong way right now. Too caught up in hardware problems. I have no idea where my Dreamcast is right now. Like, seriously, I don't know where it is. I'm sure it's in one of my boxes, but I don't know which one or where that box is. So, which is a shame, because I'd like to play it again. I liked the Dreamcast. I did. I was a huge fan of it when it came out. I liked Sonic Adventure even when it came out. And I know, I look at it today and it's like, oh god, I actually like this game. But on the other hand, people look back at Sonic Adventure today fondly because we've seen games come out afterward that were so much worse that we went, oh god, we hated on this one? Oh, we are so sorry. Ugh. But honestly, it's like, when it came out, I got Sonic Adventure. Would you stop with the freaking poison enemies? I got Sonic Adventure. I got Soul Calibur. Enjoyed the hell out of both of those games. Picked up several other strange titles for it. I had, what was it called? Blue Thunder? Or Blue Steel? One of those two. Which was this Resident Evil knockoff that was no good whatsoever. It sucked. I had a couple what is now known as a roguelite, these random dungeon romps, the magical dungeon style games, which I freaking hate. So of course I had a couple of those, because, you know, I'm not a smart person. Did I have any real classics for it? Probably the closest thing to a classic for it would have been Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is why I get a say with the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 about all the people complaining about how hard it is to unlock things in games today. Oh boy! Because I have actually seen the Japanese Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and in order to unlock the characters in that, well, I don't know about just the characters, but to unlock stuff in that, characters, alternate color palettes and such, there were 3 forms of currency in the Japanese version. There's one for playing the game solo, one for playing the game versus mode, and one for taking your VMU to the arcade, plugging it into an arcade cabinet, and playing it there. And that was the only way to get that currency. And there were some things that were only purchasable with that currency. We never had that in the US release. In the US release, there was one currency. That was it. It still took freaking forever to unlock everything. And you needed to unlock absolutely everything to get the ability to use the same character more than once in your team. Because it was a 3v3 game. So, never forget, as bad as ideas get now and then, they're not new. There have always been just horrible, horrible ideas for how to do stuff in games. Wow, nice work, Vivi. Stabbed it in the toe to kill it. I approve. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be picking treasure up on the way back the rate I'm going. Good lord. Out of the way, Bat. Thank you. Of course, it helps that I doesn't help that I went the wrong damn way. And I am trying to get XP still. I do want to come back here stronger than this time. Come on. Yeah. Video games are a thing. Bad ideas are a thing. There's nothing new in this world. You know, like Wii's motion controls, not even close to the first. Hell, the NES had motion controls in this little device called U-Force. And it was god-awful. And I'm not even talking like the Power Glove, which did technically have motion controls as well. Because the reason it's a Power Glove is the glove part actually worked as well. There weren't many games that used it, but no, it was a glove. I'm just making sure that I can see that my mic is working, because we've had issues with the mic cutting out sometimes. I was on Discord last night, and my mic just decided it wasn't going to work anymore. Didn't pull any plugs or anything, it just went, nope, we're done. Fun, very fun. Yeah, poison. Just... I have enough antidotes. Use the antidotes so that he doesn't take a bunch of damage during this fight. And poison again? No, thank you. I like the fact that this version actually flashes which one... Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to take the poison. I like that it flashes which enemy is attacking, so you know. Perfect. Good. I'm glad that Cecil there didn't also attack the same one. Except he missed anyway, so you're useless! Now, 2 of them are poisoned. Which, if you're paying attention, it takes off 5% every round. So it takes 20 rounds of being poisoned to bring you to 1 hit point. Items, antidote. Of course, that takes extra time. You know, it actually takes more time in this version to use the antidotes and potions than it does in the original, because it's got that stupid special effect that goes off every time. That's amazing. They've actually added slowdown technology to this game. This isn't what I wanted. Sleeping bag? The fuck's a sleeping bag? But tent. Wait a second. Did they go from tent, cabin, house to sleeping bag, tent, cabin? Did you honestly change the tiers of the item names to screw with players? Why would you do that? That would explain why the cabin gave me magic back. Because I certainly wasn't expecting that to happen. That is so bad. Whatever. I don't even. I just want to play my Final Fantasy. And here's the thing. When I'm done with this game, when I'm done streaming it, I'm going to charge my PSP, and I'm going to play that version of it. Because it's a better version. Where's the freaking exit? Here it is. No, you attack that one. Everyone else can attack this. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I play these games? I mean, I love this game. So why am I here frustrated and arguing with it? I think just the fact that I'm doing this stream pisses me off more. Because I don't even yell this much at Dead Rising 3, and believe me, there's plenty of reason to yell at Dead Rising 3. Although some of my... Yeah. There's that. But some of my initial complaints of Dead Rising 3, I will admit, are wrong. Because I was worried at first that it wouldn't have the same ticking clock that the first two games did because of the way they changed it up. And no, it does. It totally does. I still don't like the way they added the... This is the wrong area. Damn it! Where am I going? Oh, great. I still don't like the way they... words... added the whole collection aspect. I swear to God, if he dies... Yeah, it's the one with the mechanic guy. They made it more like not traditional. They made it more of an open world item hunt. They added the lockers, which I will admit you can't sit there and pull infinite out of the locker. It does have a limit to how much you can pull. So that's something, but that still goes against the entire point of trying to find things to survive. Because if you just tag it anywhere in the world and go, it's new game stuff, plus, I'll admit. But the ticking clock, no, that's still there. The main mission, the side missions, that you only have so much time, so you have to prioritize if you want to get them all. In my first run, I'm not. Because I didn't quite understand how one of the things worked on it. I didn't know that I didn't know I could drop the people off at a safe house. They kept following me around anyway, and one of them died. And it's like, well, I'm not getting a perfect now anyway, so screw it. Which has given me a bit more time to explore things. But then they added these stupid mini-game areas even. It's just, Dead Rising was a specific style of... Okay, running time. Was a specific style of game, and the new one... Or, I guess there's actually a newer one after this. But 3 changed a lot of it, and it's one of these, well, is the change good? Is the change bad? There's always the knee-jerk, change bad! Change bad! But I'm giving it a chance. I will give it a fair chance. I'm playing through the game. The story is stupid, but the story's been stupid since the beginning. There's nothing you can do about that one. I'm supposed to be rushing the vampire, and I've gotten myself lost. I've gotten lost trying to look for the damn vampire. Christ. I should just exit now. Go back outside, save with what I have, and then come back with more gear. Because I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Another group! Fun! Where's my lightning 2? There's my lightning 2. God, look at how much damage these bastages do? Stop hitting my characters. And then a group of 4 of them, you know. Yeah, not... No, you have got to... Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going to come out of here. I'm going to save when I get outside. I'm going to run back to town. Save in an inn. Go back to Caneria. Buy some freaking potions and such. And then come back. Because this is stupid. I have made mistakes. Look at this. I'm already almost out of potions. I haven't even gotten to the floor with the vampire yet. Where am I? I am so lost. How did I get lost? I've been playing Final Fantasy like crazy lately. I've played this version. I was here yesterday. I think it's official. I have brain damage. Move. I've seen nothing of 4. I haven't bothered buying it yet because, well, I hadn't finished 3 yet. I might get it someday. I like Dead Rising series. I have no idea if 4 is going to be any good. Coming off of 3, I'm worried, but I haven't finished 3 yet anyway. Ah, no, don't you do that again. Stop it. I haven't finished 3 yet anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You know, I was just thinking I could use my other controller for this, but I really can't. Actually, no, I can. No, I can't, because I don't have L2, R2. Damn. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Because it's just an SNES controller, so there's no L2, R2, which I need. And I mean, it's not like they can't wrap back around to good stuff with the series. Look at Resident Evil. People are absolutely praising Resident Evil 7 for finally going back to the roots of survival horror. Now, I haven't played a Resident Evil since 1. I played a little bit of 2. So, yeah, I'm not exactly an expert in what they changed and screwed up. But I know people liked 5, so... Am I going the wrong way right now? What the... I am so lost. Oh, crap. You guys need to die fast. Don't stone my freaking... Stop! Stop! Oh, God. I hope this kills them. Oh, good. Of course, I just lost XP for my 2 major characters. And I don't... Oh, my God. Please tell me I have... Oh, thank God. It's like, wait a second. Do I have a way to cure this? Oh, shit. So I am going the wrong way. I am going the absolute wrong freaking way. I am so lost that I got turned around trying to get out. So I'm going to die even though I haven't gone to the right floor yet. For the record, Resident Evil 1 HD remake... I think that's what that is anyway. I don't think it's Revelations. I think it is actually the HD remake. Yeah, I've got Resident Evil 1 HD remake installed and ready to go at some point. So it kind of depends on whether or not my controller is going to behave. I mean, I'm already kind of staying away from first-person shooters because my mouse middle button doesn't work, and I use that mostly for crouching. And I have an alternative. I can use a different key on my keyboard to crouch instead. I've done this. I have no problem with it. But now with my controller screwing up as well, I'm running out of things I can do. Enemies strike first, because of course they do! Well, they're not paralyzed. Nah, there we go. As soon as I started saying it, why do I say things? Why? Oof. Oof, 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 oof. See, I'm almost out of potions already. I haven't even been to the right floor. Where am I? I'm going to have to restart this one just because I am that lost that I don't know where the hell I am and how to get out of here. This is amazing. I'm just going to chalk it up to the fact that the PSP version looks so different that I can't recognize the geometry anymore. Come on, get away, 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 get away. I don't think I can run from these. Come on, if you turn to stone, I have to restart. So don't turn to stone. Don't you dare turn to stone. Okay, you got one more chance to flee. Don't turn to stone. My heart is like stopping every time one of these guys attacks. Oh! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Run, thank you. No, it's blocked off. I guess I have to go back that other way. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, thank God. It's like, I'm not even trying to farm. I'm trying to get out. But I'm lost. I'm a terrible splunker. That's all there is to it. See, I don't mind farming, leveling, stuff like that in these games. That's what you're playing for. To be entirely honest, if you're playing an RPG, that's one of the things you're playing it for, is to kill time just running around killing things. I am planning on getting 15 at some point on the PC. It's going to have to drop in price, though, obviously. I mean, it just came out, so I'm going to wait for a sale on it. Oh, I know how that goes, Icky. Or Shark, I should say. Like, oh, what was it? My save on Final Fantasy X, and there it is, the last of my healing. Once again, we are at the stage of the last of my healing. My save on Final Fantasy X, I had all the end game items. Yes, even the one from that stupid lightning thing. All the end game items I had killed. Nemesis, was it called? Stop, stop! Oh, damn it! Oh, I'm still gonna have to try to run out of here, but if you kill anyone else, I'm SOL. And that's my thief. I can't... It's gonna be harder to run now. See, I can't even run now! Again, we're like on the freaking way out. And I can't make it. That's it. I have to restart. Oh my God. Well, there's another half hour completely wasted because I got lost and turned around down there. I'm tempted to just chalk today up as a fail and move on. What is it about this cave that is screwing me up so much? Alright, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to go collect these items. I don't think I've done it yet. I'm not even going to the next floor. I'm just going to sit in here, get these items, try to get a level. Maybe I'll go to the Hall of Giants, get a level, and GTFO. And go back and get some resources. Some actual freaking resources. Get some items, get some heal potions, and come back better prepared. Because this is just painful. And it should not be this painful. All because I got lost on one floor. So you guys watching at home, I am not an expert at this game. Other than the randomizer runs I've been doing recently, I haven't done this game in... Yeah, well, that's true. I am trying to rush it. That's the thing. Like I said, I would stick around any area, any town. Every town, I basically stick around and level up, fight things until I get all the gear, the spells, etc. in one area before moving on. So I'm usually much higher level than this. There's some money anyway. I know the earth elementals are right above me right now. Yeah, I hear you. There are exceptions, though. There are times where it's like, yeah, no, this just isn't worth getting right now. I'll be back for it. But... when I play the PSP version, it'll take a lot longer. Because I will be taking my time on that one. And I'll be happier doing it. Now, from what I've heard, there's actually a better version than the PSP version. Because it is the PSP version. Enhanced for the 3DS, along the lines of the 3D classics. But it's only available in Japan, because of course it is. I would buy that version in a freaking heartbeat. Well, this is fun. I mean, I'm just doing it the way that isn't fun for me. Like, this is banging my head against the wall. This is why I don't do low levels. This is why when I do RPGs, as I say, I don't mind the level grinding and such. That is the game to me. These games are a way to pass time and just going through, killing a bunch of stuff, getting powerful. That, to me, is the fun part. And I really enjoy just being an overpowered party that lays waste to all who oppose me. And not the way this thing's going right now, where I'm trying to survive off the skin of my teeth and failing. So I'm doing basically what I did yesterday. The first day I was like, yeah, let's try to move on. Let's go quickly. Let's not worry about it. Enemies strike first. Of course they do. Of course they're going to have poison enemies strike first. Well, fine. You want to play this game? I'll take the poison. You guys are dead. You don't know how dead you are. I'm going to freeze you to the core. Yeah, pretty much. Calm down. This is a good game. I'm just being stupid with it. I forget which side has the forced fight. Now I found which side has the forced fight. Ow! Holy crap, this guy hurts. Dude, I swear to God, if he actually manages to kill Cecil before I get a chance to heal him. Oh, good. Because if that happened, I would just be done for the day. That would reach my limit of I'm tired. I need some levels. Come on. Oh, right. I'm going to... Once I do these, I'm going to go grind the Hall of Giants for a little while. Should be able to kill them, in theory. I don't know if I have a giant sword yet. If I do, I got to put it on lock. This is why I keep telling people I am not a speedrunner. This is why our race took 5 hours. When other people who race this game do it in, like, 2. But you know what I have to say to that? The 3 of us running were close to equal skill anyway. It was still a race for us, and we enjoyed it. Now, we've learned a couple tricks since then. Stuff we couldn't have done last time anyway, but... Stop. There you go. That's not a forced tile, so... Besides, it's just a Minotaur. I can kill that. He says now. What is with that dopey grin on the Minotaur? I actually love that, how dumb that looks. Fight more of those things. Not these! Alright, I got the treasure on this floor now. Watch this. This isn't even progress. I'm just going to go out, save! Uh-huh! And then come back in and start killing giants so that I have some money. That is, of course, assuming I can actually kill the giant. For all I know, I'll try to kill the giant, and he'll just go... Squish! And it won't knock one of my characters over. You'll just see this big green finger come down. Splat! And a red stain underneath. Alright. Item. Tent. Yeah, I think tent is the cabin. I think they actually changed the names of these things. Yes. Save. Alright. Hall of Death. I forgot to check to see whether or not this guy actually had the... If I had the giant sword. I forgot to check that. Words are hard, yo. Ow. 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 Die already, please. Thank you. These things look so different, it distracts me. It really does. I should be fine here. Alright. Let's see what kind of stats I get after this. There we go. Good XP, good gil. Good. This is what I want to see. Nope. No giant blade. Oh well. I'm still killing them, so it'll work. Do this a few more times. Yeah, I can just go back and forth here. It's the Hall of Giants. I'll do this a few more times to get some money and XP. Then I'll go back and fill up on potions. Need potions. Need lots and lots of potions. From this point on, I pretty much need 99 potions with me at all times. It's just so weird that this video game... Well, I mean, not this in particular game, but how the other games have different sets of potions, and in this one, you're stuck with 99 of an item that heals for basically 30 for the entire game. And that's the bulk of your healing. Because even your spells... Yay, levels gained. Even your spells only have so many charges. In fact, far fewer charges. So there's a level. I'll just keep doing this. Well, it didn't get Cecil a level. It got the others a level. And of course, they strike first. Because why wouldn't they strike first? Yeah. You know, there's one thing they could have done, and of course, this is something that I'm looking at the game 30 years later and saying, yeah, I could have done this. Imagine if, when you got the tail and upgraded your class, it also increased the strength of the potions. It just doubled the amount the potions healed. Simple. So it's a small thing, but it would have made a big difference. Then again, you do get Cure 4. No, I'm talking about my failure to actually play this game properly. Considering I already game overed again today. Okay, I didn't actually let it get to game over, but 3 of my characters were turned to stone, and I didn't have any golden needles left. So I'm just sitting here in the Hall of Giants right now. Because of that. Because the Hall of Giants gives me XP and money. Alright. Yes, we were talking about your failure, Z. Yeah, absolutely. Nah, dude, we're talking about me and how bad I am at video games and life in general. And why I should just curl up in bed and never get out of it. Ever again. That's because I was talking about my the PlayStation 2. And, you know, the fact that I put this disc in my PlayStation 2 to prove that I own the game. Because I don't mod my hardware. So you were talking about... It was talking about me. It was me. Modding hardware just... Ugh. Modding software, yeah, that's a thing. Pardon me. Okay, here we are. This is going to be the last fight. I don't know a way to run it. And I mean, I show the BIOS boot up as well, so... It's not like I'm doing a swap trick or anything. Come on. Because that's one thing. I did have a boot disc, a loader disc, for my Dreamcast so that I could play imports, because I have Shenmue 2. Because fuck getting the Xbox version, I wanted the Dreamcast version. That was the whole point of having Shenmue, was to have them on Dreamcast. And then they only ever made one here. But they made the other in Europe, so there was an English release of it. That is one of the few imports I actually do own. I said, at some point I'll play 15. I need to finish 12, then play 13 first. Because I'm someone who likes to play the games in order when possible. And it is possible. If I really wanted to, I could sit down and play through almost all of the... No, I think I still have 3 on DS, so I can play through all of them up to... Oh, no, my copy of 10. Well, I can buy 10 again on Steam. Obviously, I can't do that for 11 because it's an MMO, so it doesn't count. Uh, 13, 14, and 15 are on Steam now also. Or Steam is, or 15 is coming to Steam. I know it's available. Yeah, they're missing 1 and 2, and I really wish they would put the PSP versions on and not some stupid mobile port like they did for 4, 5, and I think 6 also. Wait, no, not 4. 5 and 6 they did. And I have 5, and it's awful. It's so bad that I refuse to buy my favorite Final Fantasy, 6, in that format. I will not do it. Well, I gained a level. I have a lot of resources. So I'm going to run back to town, hit the inn, go to Corneria, hit the inn, hit the item shop before the inn. That'd be a smart thing. Come back, hit the inn, and then come back down here with 99 freaking potions. So that, oh, I should also pick up some soft, well, golden needles, some tents. Hopefully I have enough resources for that. See, that, oh, that's right. You couldn't play 6, could you? You ran into a bug that broke your game. Oh, I might go to Elfland instead of, well, I have to go to both, honestly. I'll check and see what's in Corneria, but I'll probably have to go to Elfland too, yeah. It's like, I'm through trying to speed through this game. If it takes longer to play it, so freaking be it. I'm absolutely failing and face planting every time I try to do it quickly. I'm just going to take my damn time. Yeah, that is such a disgrace because there's so many good versions of 6. There's the PlayStation version of 6. There's the Super NES version of 6. There's the Game Boy Advance version of 6. Why would you use the fucking mobile version? Alright, you guys want to die, you're dead. Because the mobile port is so bad. Like, the mobile port on 5 even, there are areas where, because of the resolution of just every part of it, it makes this stupid grid effect because the tiles don't line up properly. It looks terrible. The characters look absolutely awful in the art style they chose. They are hideous. I would much prefer the Super NES version. Even the Super NES version looks better. Oh, I got plenty of gil now. I should have no problems buying potions. And the worst part is, like, the characters in that game stand out from the background way too much. It's like they're a completely different art style. They don't fit the game. And when there are so many better versions, like Z says, the PSP version of 4 is the best version. It's the only complete version. It's the only version that has the interlude. But they chose the DS version for Steam's release. Why? I mean, don't get me wrong, the DS version is interesting, and it did some things differently than the other parts of the game. It has these, what were they, the orb things that you needed to pick up, that you had to run through the game 3 times to get all the orbs, but you could only go through the game 3 times, so if you missed one, well, too bad, there's 3 playthroughs you just ruined. I mean, it was an interesting concept, but the worst possible way to execute it. I would much prefer the PSP version. It's a better version. In basically all standards. But Square is apparently stupid. It's like they hate their games or something. That's why they took forever to actually bother to say, yeah, we're going to go ahead and release Final Fantasy VII again. Like, everyone's been clamoring for that. It is. They actually did. They changed tent and cabin to cabin and house. And then gave us sleeping bags. So you changed the name of the tiers to something that was different from what it used to be. Why? Anyway, back to my rant. People have been clamoring for Final Fantasy VII Remake for years. They did a tech demo of it for the PlayStation 3 that looked gorgeous. And I would have given the game another shot with the graphics to see if it really was just that the graphics were so bad it turned me away from the game. Because the graphics are fucking awful. They were horrible. But they kept teasing, oh no, you see, you can still play Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 3, so we're not going to do that. Okay. Yeah, but see, now we're the fanboys getting shit on with the other versions that they've released. So, I don't know why Square hates their fans so much. Maybe it's the Enix influence, that they're still bitter. Had to check. Like, it honestly, maybe it's the Enix influence. But it's like Squaresoft just hates Final Fantasy. Or at least the people who enjoy it. Because they keep making the dumbest fucking decisions. And I don't understand why. Yeah. See? Tent cottage. Sleeping bag, tent cottage instead of tent cottage house. Why would you rename the freaking tiers? Bad as Starbucks having 3 sizes, all of them named large. How are you on Magic? You know, I don't have the Magic. I don't have the money anymore, do I? Nope. They're gonna cost like 4,000 each, isn't it? Yeah, 4,000 each. So I don't even have the money to buy another one here. What would I buy for the White Mage anyway? Asuna. Yeah. And Fear and Null Ice. So I'd buy spells, I just can't afford them. Alright, back to Earthton. I don't care what its real name is, it's Earthton to me. Because it's near the Earth Cave. Then I'll save, and I'll go back in, and with my new supply, I will hopefully not waste another hour trying to kill a damn vampire. But I will be going for the chests again this time. I'm going to an inn. Let's use spells. See, I don't even try to pretend why video game companies make the decisions they do anymore. Because they're all bad. That was... What? How did I... What? Auto-target. You can turn that off to make it closer to the original. Interesting. Huh. I didn't realize that. I accidentally pressed a button and found out that you could actually remove some of the enhancements made for this version of the game. I approve of that. I have nothing wrong with letting you set it back to the original version. I mean, if you guys remember what I was saying about the Blaster Master Zero remake, how I'm kind of torn on it. The fact that the new version, it's a better game, it's an easier game, it's not as kick you in the balls punishing, no dead ends and all that other crap. You got more abilities, you have nicer designed levels, etc., but it's not really the same game anymore. Well, here they let you actually take those things away, at least some of them. Because let's be honest, the NES version is punishing. Well, it's like the difference to me. I did not like Metroid Zero Mission, but it was a much nicer game to play. Yeah, but is it Blaster Master if it has those changes? Right. I think it is. I think it makes it a better game, a more fun game. Sometimes concessions have to be made. Because when Blaster Master first came out, there were not many Metroidvanias. I don't think even Metroid was out yet. It might have been, but we've learned a lot since then. And on a side note, why the hell do we still not have a Metroidvania Mega Man game? You know, open world, use the powers he gets from the robots to go open new areas. How is this not a thing? If there was ever a series far more than Castlevania that would have fit perfectly with the Metroid gameplay, it would have been Mega Man. And they've never done it, to my knowledge. The closest we've had was some of the Mega Man Zero games had a little kind of not really open world, but you could like move between the levels. And there was the Mega Man NT, which was it was a Mega Man Warrior NT or something like that. The GameCube version, I wish I could go look it up, but again, this is one of the ones that I had that got stolen. It was the GameCube version based on Battle Network. And it did have more of an open world style. Not quite the same thing, but it was closer. You could almost say that Battle Network was a bit of open world, but it definitely wasn't a Metroidvania style. I'm talking like the 2D side scroller, which is what I would see it as. Yeah, no, not fighting 9 of these things. Where you had to fight in the overworld, whereas that one, you know, had random battles. It was an RPG. It just wasn't an RPG. What was the name? The Battle Network games were RPGs. They just were. And they were good. I enjoyed them. They were not fantastic. And the fact that they were knocking them out so quickly did hurt the writing. However, that was a perfect example of my point of once you make the engine, you can keep making games for it. And just keep cranking them out. What did I just press on my keyboard? What did the wire just push on my keyboard? Oh, that was a kind of big reveal back in the 80s, yeah. And then, of course, the players loved it. So the players loved that, man. That was a cool twist. Because here he was wearing that big bulky suit. No. You've seen videos and all. Uh-huh. So you've seen people lying and exaggerating about it, is what you've seen. Because if anyone was making a big deal, or if they were saying that there was some big, huge deal made about this, it wasn't. Like, this was not something that shook video gaming to its very core. It was just oh, that is cool! And that was it. Yeah, so people exaggerating. Oh, man. See, now I got stuck on Metroidvania stuff. And thinking about other games like... What was that one I had you play, Xanth? Legend of the Dragon? He's going to hate me for bringing that up again. I actually had that game back when it was out. And I got no progress ever in that one. Because that game does not tell you anything. That one could definitely use... The thing is, I would love to see that one remade. A la Blaster Master. Where they actually change some things up and make it a little more user-friendly. But again, it wouldn't really be Legend of the Dragon anymore. Yeah, exactly. It was like, oh, that was cool. But no, don't you know, with male fragility, all those gamers were committing suicide when they found out they were playing as a girl. That was some pretty thick sarcasm there. I hope you guys understood. I shouldn't have to say that. I'm lost again. I have no idea how to get around this area. I cannot believe I am getting lost in the freaking Earth Cave. Because right now I'm looking for all the treasure. I want all the treasure. I want it all. No, this is not the right way. Don't want to fight 6 of you, sorry. Not that you'd be hard to fight. You guys aren't really particularly dangerous right now, but... should actually just fought them. Whatever. Don't care. Screw it, I'll fight 7 of you then. Okay. Oh, I should have fought them. Oh, hey, there's more of them. Okay, I'll fight them this time. I am so dumb. Not done. Dumb. Hopefully these things actually give decent stuff. You know, gil, experience, things I need. Yeah, rule 60, was it 63, 64? It's a thing. There's lewd pictures of everything, dude. There are lewd pictures of cars on the internet. People draw dicks on cars. Rule 34, yes, thank you. Now, I'm not kidding on that. If you looked hard enough, you will find pictures of cars having sex. And I know this because I know very strange people. Apparently Shark knows about them because he's a connoisseur of such porn. So, no, because I didn't say, you know, sex with cars. 'Cause I've seen that stuff where you have people describing how to have sex with your car. I'm talking about cars themselves having sex with each other. Which, of course, you know, when you're in driving games that have the physics, of course I drive one car up on the other like that. But I don't, you know, add dongs to it. Oh, I know about the Dragon Car subreddit, too. Which is made to make fun of stuff like that. That was too many. I shouldn't have used it. Oh, no. The Cars and Dragons thing's been going on for a long time. I don't know where that started, but I know B had it several times as well. Yes, I used to browse B like 10 years ago. Shark, let me just put it this way. As much as you think you know, you are still young and naive, sir. Some of us remember the internet before things like Wikipedia, YouTube, torrents. So we remember looking for music in the days before Napster. I mean, come on. Oh, thank you, Z. Even with the face today, it doesn't bother me right now. The game has already crushed my soul today. Yeah, gore is old news. Okay, dude, I remember back in 2000 One of the websites I saw was celebrating the election because it was Bush and Gore, and the website was all about both of those things. I remember a website with a t-shirt that I should have bought and didn't, that had on it, blanked, it actually had the word, the Olsen twins before they were famous. Why did I censor myself? I never censor myself. But yeah, I did the Olsen twins before they were famous. Now stop and think about that one for a second. Because, I mean, this was back on a website that was already about offensive shirts, and this was in their super offensive section. And I should have bought it. Oh, God, I should have bought one. Because something like that is just so horrible that I love it. I'm a terrible person. I love terrible things. Like, I can tell you horror stories of some of the things I found on the internet. I'm not going to. Especially not on the stream. I've already talked about far worse things than I want to talk about on the stream. But there is a lot worse. A lot worse. This isn't even tip of the iceberg stuff. Well, there's a coral sword at least. Is this where it is? No. Okay, is this a... Okay, no, this is just a normal fight. I'm trying to remember where the forced fight is, and I don't anymore. They're gone. My brain doesn't do that anymore. Yeah, it's trying to avoid the forced fights, even though I can actually win them anyway, so... Now that I have a decent supply of potions, I'm not as worried about this place. I will say it's still a lot nicer with the randomizer when I might have the airship and just go, screw the ruby! And get the rod without it. The randomizer is so fun! God, I can't wait to do that next race. I'll tell you, the randomizer is more fun than playing it normally anymore. Like, this has gotten boring. I want to play the randomizer version. Yay! More levels! Yeah, this version does. This version isn't MP yet. It wasn't until... I think it was the Game Boy Advance version that went to MP. I should actually run from this fight. Whatever. Although this version's hilarious because if you go on easy mode, you can get 99 spell levels instead of just 9. And let me tell you, you don't worry about potions anymore when you have 99 charges of Cure 4. Oh, that's why the easy mode version of this game is so fun. Because you get to level 99 also. So you take a black belt in all 3 mages and you just... it's like... Ee! Your party is literal gods. You just run around the game, puny mortals. Is great. Like, if you want to just have a fun run, that is probably the best. I've done it. I highly recommend it. Enemies strike first, because of course you do. And there would be 8 of you. So let's sit back, enjoy a nice cup of tea, go make yourself a sandwich, take a pee break. We're going to be here a while. And I'm just going to go ahead and kill him. Just going to go ahead and kill him. Good stuff. So, Z, as he mentioned earlier, has been having some difficulties. He's been trying to set up a way to play the PSP version of this to show off how much better that is. And it is. I hope so too. Because I would much rather be watching the PSP version. I want to see that one again. Which is why I'm going to play it when I finish this one. Now, if only I knew where my GBA cart was. Ah, well, that's just my untrained latent psychic abilities kicking in again. Huh, got some uber weapons in 15, Shark. That would be nice, Z. That would be nice. So like I said, we're on a Final Fantasy kick, man. If I knew where my GBA cart was, I'd probably be using that. Hell, I might show both of them off if I had it, but I have no idea what happened to that game. I don't think I sold that one, but I might have because I had the Game Boy Advance version, I mean the PS version. But the Game Boy ones didn't really sell for much. Just the Final Fantasy games, since they're so common in so many formats, other than the Super NES versions or the original versions, they're not actually worth anything anymore. Well, I'm glad you found a possible fix at least. Well, yeah, once you've beaten the game, there's no reason not to have stuff that's just stupid fun. I'm all for that. I am all for beating the game, letting you unlock silliness. Like I said, the stuff in Dead Rising 3, the lockers and such, I would have absolutely zero problem with that stuff being a New Game Plus thing. The other Dead Rising games actually do have effectively endgame gear. It is endgame gear. You can get special outfits. Stuff like in the first one, you get the Proto Man outfit, and you can just run around blasting things with... Wait, no, was the first one the Mega Man or the Proto Man? I think the second one was the Proto Man. And the first one was the Mega Man outfits. And it had a blaster. You can just run around blasting things. It had like 300 shots. It was great. I'm all for having extra end game stuff like that. It extends the life of the game. It lets you have more fun with it. It doesn't ruin your initial experience. At least it shouldn't ruin your initial experience. It's just a way of having more fun with the game. And I think more games should do that. Alright, I'm sure I missed some chests, but... Yeah, the PSP version has the thing that came from the GBA version. Which I will be playing when I do the PSP version. I'm so going to go through that post-content. So what, did you basically get a Bane sword? Wait, was I on this floor? Did I actually make it to this floor and that's why I got lost? I think that's what happened. I think I got lost because I actually made it down to this floor and didn't realize I was on this floor. Yeah! Oh my god. I am so dumb. Alright, well I know why I got lost last time now. Why I couldn't find my way out. I'm an amazing player. These floors all look the same. Well, I'm going to play 15 at some point. You know. In all honesty, one of these days I am planning on just going through the Final Fantasies again. Hell, I might start now. They won't be on stream. They take way too long. But I mean, I've got 1 through 9 minus 3 sitting in a box right next to me. Well, okay, 1 and 2 are actually over on the other side of me right now because I've taken them out to play. I don't know what you guys do, but I don't want to find out. Yeah, I was on the wrong floor. That's why I was lost. I was looking for things in a certain direction. Well, they weren't going to be in that direction because I wasn't on the floor I thought I was. Damn it, I can't believe that happened. How did I get so confused that I've skipped a floor in my brain? Okay. Bad? And dead. Oh, good. I hope that... Yes! Oh, thank God. Ooh, I want to save that. Well, I want to save that last one for... I guess I was doing a name tag rant so hard I was not paying attention to the game and just blanked on a floor. Because I honestly thought I was on the floor below it. Which, it should have clued me in when I was fighting things like cockatrice. Well, they're not cockatrice, but they were totally cockatrice. And wizards, because they're not on the other floor. They're on this floor. And I mean, what better sign of, you are here, than, oh yeah, this monster table. I guess they are cockatrice. Okay. And I do have 12 soft potions with gold needles this time, so... Stop moving the wrong way, controller. I'm going to have to look up how much it costs to get a 360 controller repair kit. I mean, it's not hard to do. There's a set of screws on the back. It's a little bit harder than doing NES one, but I've been fixing controllers since... Man! Oh, I had custom stuff for my NES controllers back in the day. You could find places that sold, like, different colored buttons and all that and stickers on it. I miss those. You don't see those kits anymore for the NES stuff. You don't see them for most games anymore. Ah, this is the one with the fight going in. No, I guess not. I guess it's not the one with the fight going in. So yeah, I was repairing controllers since the NES. And oh god, those things were so 80s. Freaking neon colors and crap. Like my buttons were this gaudy day glow orange. And my D-pad I think was the same, or it was like hot pink. And the sticker on it was one of these just... Every time I see these patterns, I can't help but think of the 80s. It's basically just like a single color background, not even a gradient, just a single color background, and then just these stupid neon shapes. It was so 80s. It was brilliant. And that was my NES controller. I would love to get shit like that again, man. What would you do, Xanth, if you could customize the look of your NES controller today with different color buttons and whatnot? What would you have for yours? Or how about you, Shark? What would yours be? Pink. Oh, yeah. You'd probably have a Hello Kitty sticker on yours if you could. Actually, you could. You just put a Hello Kitty sticker on it, but... I'm honestly not entirely sure what I would do with mine. Like, I would like the controller itself to be darker, to be honest. But I would like the D-pad to have some color to it. I don't mind the red buttons. And the other one, that's another thing. The buttons were actually, they poked out instead of dipped in. And I prefer the feel of the ones that dip in. But I would have, I have no problem with the red buttons. Especially if you have a darker scheme for it. But I would want color on the D-pad. No, fair enough on that one, yeah. Alright, see, I should have no problem actually killing him and getting out now. You'll note that I've already used 50 freaking heal potions. And I came in here before with 30. And I'm a higher level even, so you see why I was struggling before. Bye-bye, vampire. You're gone. I mean, that may not kill you straight off. But that's going to. You know, this is why vampires are normal enemies later. They keep saying, oh, it was a boss. No, vampire never really was. It was a mid-boss at best. As far as I'm concerned, the only actual bosses in this game are the Fiends and Chaos. And I mean, Warmech kind of holds the same place as Ultima Weapon in other games. He basically is Ultima Weapon from this game. So he does fill the slot of an optional sub-boss with one exception. Those other ones, you had to actually choose to fight. Warmech is a random. Now, I don't know if I'll kill him on stream, but I am planning on killing Warmech at some point. Because I want him in my bestiary. Now, with any luck, I should actually be able to survive on my way out now. Because I still have a lot of healing potions. I'm not hitting chests on the way out. I might look for one on the last floor because I think I missed one. But for the most part, I'm a lot safer than I was. I mean, there's all kinds of designs I'd kind of want for my NES controller, but... Put flames on it! That'll make your characters go faster if there's flames on your controller. That's how you win speedruns. Don't you know that? Don't you know that, Z? It's an empirical fact. If you put flames on your controllers, you can help win speedruns because you'll go faster. I am now picturing the dumbest controller, like literally with pipes coming off the damn thing, as if it were a motorcycle. That would be so hilariously stupid, and I want to see somebody carry that to GDC. Excuse me, GDQ. GDC is an entirely different thing. Make it look like a hog. I wouldn't be surprised at all if somebody had modded a controller like that. Yeah, that's the thing I actually miss. Except, you know, I will say this. Microsoft does have a place where you can order custom colored controllers. You can really customize your controllers. Other than that, it's almost a dead art. Even other generations of systems, the Xbox 360 had custom faceplates. And it was a really cool idea. It was a great way to kind of customize your system a bit. It was a good way that, you know, video games could have promotions with it. And it was barely ever used. Like, I'm amazed companies like NIS didn't bundle faceplates with their games. Because they kind of took the same type of role that Working Designs did for some of their stuff. Where if you bought it, especially if you bought it directly from them, like my copy of Disgaea 2, it came with a strategy guide, a freaking manga for Disgaea 1. It came with the soundtrack disc. Oh, so they had stuff like that for the PS4 also? Okay, good, good. Honestly, I love crap like that. I'm a sucker for stuff like that, man. Freaking Working Designs? Okay, one of the things they had for Ark the Lad, and I still have this box here too. This is a game I might play at some point, except it's an RPG. They had caps for the analog sticks that had the characters on it. Now, before you go thinking, oh, that's a pretty cool idea, these were trash. Because they slipped around constantly. They were worthless to freaking use. They had no grip on them because it was just smooth plastic. They were awful. But at least they tried. I think they even, because these are PlayStation 1 games, they might have had stickers for your memory cards too. In fact, I'm pretty sure they did. I know I never used it. Yeah, I'm not surprised there. The Pocket Watch had 5 variants. I got Ark on mine. So I got, quote, the good one, unquote. That was another thing Working Designs did. You know, it's like they had the special edition of Lunar, and it would have, like, what was it, 5 or 8 different freaking variants for the disc that you couldn't tell until you opened the damn thing? Oh, so I got the common one. Alright, I don't care. So I don't think I've ever even used the watch. It's still in its freaking box. I should. It's not a bad watch. It's not a great watch. It was just a nice little extra that came with the game if you pre-ordered it. And oh, the horror of getting something extra when you pre-order a game. How terrible. Well, I'm past the dangerous floor, so I should be able to get out no problem now. As I said, I'm checking down here to see if I missed a chest. I don't think I did, but I might as well check anyway. So we got actual progress. The what? Oh God! I remember that now. I don't think I ever got mine of that. You got that for pre-ordering it, didn't you? Yeah, see, I pre-ordered the game. I don't remember ever getting that. I think they ran out for it. If I did have it, it probably ended up in some of my stuff that got stolen, because I haven't seen it since. See, I don't think I ever did get that one. That sucks. It's kind of cool that you have it, though. See, we're suckers for these type of things. Ideally, if I had the money to actually set up a really good recording place, I would have glass cases behind me full of some of my memorabilia of video game stuff. Like, even though I absolutely detest the Halo games that I've played, I do have the Halo 3 Legendary Edition with the helmet. So I'd have that on display. I'd have my Ryu statue from the Street Fighter Anniversary Edition on display. I would have my Wonder Swans, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Wonder Swans up there. But I cannot afford such things. I can't even afford to have a room that can do that in anymore. Ugh. That's why I don't have a webcam right now. I even tried rearranging. The room I'm in sucks. I even tried to rearrange it, and it just was awful. It did not work at all. So even if I tried to have a webcam here, it would just be pointing at a window. And you couldn't see anything anyway. Tell you another thing I would proudly have. I would have the freaking City of Villains cape from E3 hanging on that wall. Because hell yes. Because I miss City of Villains. That was a great game. Not City of Heroes. City of Villains. Heroes was an okay game. Villains was great. Oh, that kind of sucks, Z. Would you look at that? I made progress. I got in and out this time. And again, before I go back in, I am going to go buy a bunch of potions. So first things first, I'm going to go through the Star Cave, or the Ruby Cave. I'm going to go get the rod. I'm going to come back, go buy some more supplies, because, you know, I'm sitting on a fair bit of money now. Finally. Go buy some supplies, get some more spells, probably. And then... Probably not. Whew! You're gonna be doing quicker than me then. Because I'm not even finishing the Earth Cave today. Because I'm looking at my clock, I'm already getting close to time now. I hope you have more luck than I have, because I pushed too hard, too fast, and lost. And I'm slowing down at this point. I'm just going to take my time. Which means this game's going to take a lot longer than I really wanted it to. I'd say given the way that the elemental effects are working in this, they didn't change the... Oh, wow, this looks different. This looks a lot different. It doesn't look like they changed the way status effects work. So you're going to try to be beating me at it. Well, hey, no problem with that, man. Now, did Final Fantasy II come out on the PSP also in English? You're better at the game than I am, clearly. Of course, UMD only. But that's why you're doing what you're doing, to try to make it so you can play the images. So yeah, I don't play Final Fantasy 1 as often as you do. I like it, it's just not one that I go back to all the time. I go back to it plenty, just not all the time. And I'm in a real kick for it right now, thanks to that randomizer. This is also true. I know you have played this more often than me. I mean, I could make it through the Japanese version, no problem. Well, actually, no, I would have a problem with it because I wouldn't be able to read what the items are. See? I'd still have problems with this game. Okay, Great Axe is just overall lower. Wow, I only played through it a couple times the first year I owned it. I did play through it more than once on the NES cart. Because like I said, I played the... So I did all white mages. I know I did at least the fighter, black belts, white mage, black mage, and all white mage parties. And I know I had at least one party with a ninja in it, so I must have played it at least 3 times. See, as much as this game, especially the NES version, is really dated today with a lot of really clunky mechanics, when it came out, it was amazing. And I didn't even have Dragon Warrior before this. Z did. I'd seen Dragon Warrior, I played it, but I didn't own it. So I never got the other ones either, until later on. But then again, I've also sold those. Yes, even Dragon Warrior 4 on NES. But I don't know. I've since played them, sure, some of them anyway. In various versions. But this game was such a breath of fresh air when it came out. That's why I'll admit I'm nostalgia and hard. Even playing just the PlayStation version, there's so many fond memories of Final Fantasy. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You need to at least finish the first one. You started it, and then you're like, oh, I'm just grinding for levels. I'm going to stop. You know that game can be beaten in half an hour. That was the most amazing run. I think that really was the showstopper of GDQ this year. Was that Dragon Warrior 1 random RNG manipulation run. That was amazing. And what technical feat to have to do to that. How much memorization and such. Because as he pointed out, if you mess up one thing, the RNG just spirals out of control from that point on. It's gone. Whew. Mind you, there's places where you can reset it. But oh, you needed that. Even with that, it still is impressive. Because he couldn't stop on a square and look at his chart. Because stopping on a square advances the RNG. So even with the charts and all, that would not have been an easy run. I am very impressed with that runner. Oops. Let's go the right way this time. Okay, at least I'm getting his staff, this guy, still. Why is the old... Oh, God, the old guy's giving me his rod. Do not want! I'm not comfortable with this. Is that what those icons were supposed to be in the original? Those were pottery. Okay. Alright, going back to town. I'm probably got enough time to go buy potions again. And then come back. Not sure if I should hit Elflin and pick up some spells right now or just wait until I get an airship. Controller, stop. Controller, thank you. Probably just wait for the airship before I can go around and pick up even more spells. So, like, honestly, I either need to repair this controller or just get an altogether better one. I don't know. I'm fond of this controller. I like the way it feels. I've had this for quite a while. Which is why it's wearing out, because I've had it for a while. I didn't think I'd had it for that long, but stopping and thinking about, you know, this is a 360 controller, not even an Xbox One controller. I've had this for a bit. Going into those fun little optional fights? Oh, yeah. Well, I hope those watching are enjoying. Now that I've decided to slow down a bit and not rush the game, which is causing me problems. It'll take longer, but I'm enjoying it a bit more. I'm not all ranty right now, at least. Ugh. I'm having fun chilling with you know, chatting with people. That's the best part about these. This is what makes Twitch streaming fun. It's not just the games. It's about sitting, chatting, chilling with people. It's like having people in your living room while you play. It's great. So my living room's not that big. I mean, it might be big enough for this group, but yeah, whatever. That and the people can be in their own living rooms, also playing their own games. Or at work. Getting frustrated that the Magic the Gathering players are asking about cards. And asking and asking and asking and not buying! Oh, there's nothing wrong with going and fighting optional bosses again. Alright. I'm gonna go pick up supplies. And then make my way back. Use another sleeping bag. And then tomorrow I'll be prepared to kill the Lich. And away we go. Also like how you'll notice that you have the moving tiles and the moving bits on the water. But the stuff around the shore doesn't quite line up right, especially when you're moving. Like when you're standing still, it seemed like it lined up okay. But when you start moving, it just does not work. Hey, shark, I'm going to kill you before we go. There you go. You were killed by the thief, shark. How does that make you feel? You deserved it, and you know it. No, I'm just messing with you, man. Oh, let's buy all the potions I need. 63. Yay! Yeah. Perfect. Round those up. Oh, what are you waiting for? Did you enter yourself into another beta again? You waiting for the beta to come back? Do I actually need any level 1 magic right now? Yeah, you could use one. And you could use one. What have we got here? I mean, we're in town. I might as well just go ahead and buy some... Oh, that's right. That's right. Good luck with that, man. I hope you get it. Hope it comes soon. Alright. Puts a foe to sleep. Lowers foe's evasion. Just in case. Out of the way. Right. Go back. Go back. Speaking of magic... Do you guys have tier 5 yet? You do. So, let's actually check and see what's in Earthden. Ooh. I will say this. I do have a monitor from LG sitting here in my room that I have not hooked up yet to see how well it works. They did finally, hopefully, replace it. It's written refurbished on it. That does not bother me. I expect refurbished when I get warranty replacements, at least for something that's a warranty replacement and not a I just bought this and it doesn't work. If it's one that's been around for a while and broken, yeah, refurbished is fine. I have not hooked it up to see if it works yet, but at least they sent one. I'm still not happy with them. I'm still not planning on buying LG again because of how much I had to basically pull teeth to get this. I know Hill 2 would have been handy, but they put too many good spells on one level. Oh, God! I need to buy Warp. I need to make sure I have the money for Warp before I go into the cave again. No, I don't. No, I don't. I get to warp out of the cave automatically anyway. It would have been nice to have, you know, fire for the Lich, but... Yeah, get it before the ice cave, because I'm going to do that loop trick. I did know about that one before. It just slipped my mind, because, you know, I haven't played this game in ages. And we didn't have warp anyway, and it only works with warp, not exit. Because we had white mages, so we couldn't have done that trick on our run anyway. And I don't think you had warp either, because it was a high-level spell. But I want warp before the volcano, because I want to be able to GTFO from there and save if I need to. It's like I'm planning on buying warp even before fire, which, you know, fire's good, fire's great. Fire 3 is amazing. I want to be able to GTFO from dungeons. And honestly, I'm probably going to go to the ice cave before the volcano anyway, so that I can go and use the tail. Alright, well, here's going to be it for the day. Take a sleep in a sleeping bag. And tomorrow I should be ready to take on the Lich. I actually have supplies this time, as opposed to my previous endeavor where I was screwed. So, I will see you guys then. Until tomorrow, Internet, take care and enjoy the games you play.